Okay, today I decided to share in a new format where I'm going to use the whiteboard to teach, to illustrate. So now that I've been talking about money, it's so interesting because I have a lot of people asking me about it, about how does it work? How can I crack the abundance code and why am I not there? And what's the problem? And how can I get there? And the most interesting thing is that the answer is so simple, but it doesn't register. Is that when you are in the position of asking, you are putting yourself in the position of someone who is not there. And the belief that you're not there is creating lack. And that I know that can be triggering, that can be tricky, that can be triggering, that can be like quite um, the mind cannot grasp it because what I am saying is at the level of the identity, if you feel I'm not worthy or I limit myself, I'm scared of lack, I'm scared I'm gonna missing something's gonna be missing and I'm gonna miss it and I'm not gonna have enough. And all of that is your subconscious, is your identity. It's you are identifying yourself with that identity. And that identity is creating your experience and the reflection of receiving that not enoughness. Now, I'm going to use the whiteboard so that I can make this clearer. This is your pristine awareness. This is this pristine, untainted, unchanged awareness. When we were little, we were exposed to different belief around us. So we were exposed to other program. Everyone is programmed. And the program we were exposed to got imprinted directly in awareness. Let's call this. So I'll draw a body here. Okay, so this is the body. So the body that you are the steward of. You have a body. You are aware that you have a body. Infinite intelligence is sending intuition, insight, inspiration. And here you have your belief. Okay? And it's forming a ceiling which those inspiration cannot penetrate. Because if the belief is, I don't trust myself, I can't trust myself, or whatever you're telling yourself, what I have to say is not important, no one will want to hear me, it's not going to work for me. All of these are forming a ceiling that are preventing these insight and intuition to get to your conscious mind. Wow, that's a nice drawing. Now, or I cannot trust other people, whatever you believe to be true, the universe says yes, and you receive that. So how I see me is how the world see me. So let's remove a few of these things. I don't know how. Oh, I can remove them like this. Now, this is one way of illustrating it. The other way is you took some label, and one of these label may be I am poor. Maybe one of them is I I am angry. Maybe you were told you're angry and you started to believe this is you. So this label is now something that appears to be you, but it's just a label you're giving yourself. The quickest way is to shift the label. Because now, if you have the label, I am poor, or I am always broke, or there's something wrong with me, nothing for me ever work out, or I'm not good with relationship, that would be another label. I'm not heard, I'm not understood. What I have to say is not important. All of these labels, they are creating your reality, and in your reality, you are finding proof that are reinforcing the belief. Because that's how it works. Our mind will always find proof of what we subconsciously believe about ourselves. If you subconsciously believe that you are good with money, then your mind will find proof that you are good with money, and you will be reinforced in that belief that you are good with money, and this will become something that is part of you and it's never questioned. So you're not going to say, like, if you're a mom or a dad, you're not asking yourself, am I a mom or am I a dad? You know that you are. And when you know that you are good with money, you're not asking yourself, am I good with money? You know you are good with money. So once you know you are good with money, you know it in your identity, there are no questions. And reality is reflecting back this belief at you. So, how can I make this simple? If you start, let's say we start with a relationship. If you start to say, instead of this label, I am going to, I'm going to try and get rid of that. I'm going to have another label. I am good with relationship. Now, maybe that's not your reality right now because you might have been carrying the belief, I'm not good with relationship for decades, and you have found proof of that. But if you align with that now and you disregard anything in your 3D reality, in your physical solid world, which is a hologram, you disregard that, completely disregard that, and you say, "Oh, no, I'm not going in this argument. I'm really good with relationship. I'm not gonna enter in this dynamic of struggle because I'm good with relationship." And you start to believe that, and you start to find evidence of that. So now you are walking in your life with the knowing, even if it's not yet apparent in your life, even if it's still kind of messy, but you bring this knowing deeper in you, and you're like, I'm not concerned about what I see here. I'm not saying like to not be with people or have relationship, but whenever you're presented an opportunity to argue, to be in conflict, to feel cheated or feel, I don't know, feel negative about any type of relationship, anchor in, I am so good with relationship. I can now communicate clearly and start to communicate clearly, cleanly, and you will get more and more proof until that becomes not even a belief, a knowing, a deep knowing within you that you are good with the relationship. And reality will reflect it back at you. And then you're not going to question it. You're not going to say, am I good with relationship? Am I good with relationship or not? And it's the same with money. If you feel wealthy, you know your worthiness and you feel your worthiness. Life is reflecting back at you, but you're not always asking yourself every morning, am I worthy? Am I worthy? Am I wealthy? Am I worthy? Let me check to see if I am. So when you fall into a state of, how can I make it happen? How can I bring it to me? You are now identifying with, it is not me. It is not for me. I am separate from it. So now you have the label, I am trying. But I want you to have the label, I am being. I am not trying. I am being. I am it. That is the shortest shortcut that I can give you. That in that thing, the whole solution is there. Yeah. If you feel that you are still in the trying mode and you are tired and you need deeper support, if this is not doing it for you, or if you feel excited by that, but you'd love to have support to implement it, then working with me is a shortcut. I'll insert a link below. There is a presentation about how to break your income ceiling. And from there, maybe we meet. All right. Bye bye.